कि सऊदी अरब में 4 मुल्की विमेन फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट हुआ, जिसमें सऊदी अरब को आखिरी मैच में 1-0 की बढ़तरी हासिल थी, जब पाकिस्तान को 65th मिनट में एक फ्री किक मिली, जिस पर पाकिस्तान की जो कप्तान है मारिया जमीला खान, उन्होंने फ्री किक ली और दूर से एक गोल को ही अपना हदफ रखते हुए एक शानदार गोल करके मैच बराबर कर दिया। इस गोल करने की बदौलत पाकिस्तान ने मैच तो बराबर करके टूर्नामेंट में दूसरी पोजीशन हासिल की, लेकिन जो ये गोल था ये बेहतरीन गोल रहा और इस गोल की बदौलत ही इनको इस मैच की बेहतरीन खिलाड़ी के अवार्ड से भी नवाजा गया। सऊदी अरब पाकिस्तान का मैच 1-1 गोल से बराबर रहा, लेकिन सऊदी अरब की जो टीम है वो विमेन इंटरनेशनल फ्रेंडली टूर्नामेंट के ग्रुप में 7 पॉइंट्स के साथ सरे फहरिस्त रही और अपनी पहली ट्रॉफी जीतने में भी कामयाब।
बिल्कुल, पाकिस्तान की जो टीम है उसने 4 पॉइंट्स के साथ दूसरी पोजीशन हासिल की, जबकि सऊदी अरब में होने वाले इस टूर्नामेंट में सऊदी अरब, पाकिस्तान, मॉरिशस, कोमोर्स की टीमें शामिल थीं। दूसरी जानिब हमने ये भी ज़रूरी समझा कि मारिया को हम अपने शो में इनवाइट करें और ये जो इनका एक मैजिकल गोल है इस पर बात करें। आपको बता दें कि स्क्वाश के पहले पाकिस्तान के आलमी चैंपियन हाशिम खान साहब की नवासी हैं। जहांगीर खान उनके अंकल बनते हैं दूर से, और गोलकीपर बनना इनका ख्वाब था, लेकिन गोलकीपर को ही इन्होंने ज़बरदस्त तरीके से डिसीव किया अपनी किक से और देन शी स्कोर्ड दी मैजिकल गोल जिसे हम कहेंगे। मुत्तहिदा अरब अमारात में भी सर्व कर चुकी हैं, नाउ शी इज़ स्टडीइंग एज वेल आई बिलीव। हम इन्हीं से पूछ लेते हैं कि इस वक्त उनका करियर किस नहज पे एंड व्हाट शी इज़ लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू। Thank you very much for joining us, Maria. First of all, we'd like to know about this magic goal that you've scored. I think this is one of the best goals someone have ever scored, in fact, among the international players as well. So tell us, first of all, was it a planning or just a luck factor that worked?
Sorry, what was the question?
My question is that like it was one of the best goals that we've ever seen. So was it the real planning that you have planned that this is how you have to hit the ball, or it was somehow a luck factor that actually worked for you while scoring this?
No, so first of all, assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for having me. So yeah, in regards to that free kick, that's actually something that I practice very often, is a set piece from the right side because I'm left-footed. So that's something that I'm consistently working on, and anytime I'm taking a set piece or a free kick, my goal is to just keep it on target, right? If you keep it on frame, on the goal, you give it a chance. If you give it a chance, anything can happen. And that again just goes to show, it showed in the goal that against Saudi, and that's exactly what happened.
Lovely, lovely. Maria, tell us about your football journey, how you got interested in football. As we mentioned earlier that you are the granddaughter of great Hashim Khan. Why didn't you opt for squash, and why football?
Yeah, so that's something my grandfather would tell me all the time. He was like, why aren't you playing squash? So I was raised in the US where we lived with Hashim and my family. And the area that we lived in, squash was not very popular. It was very difficult to access. So playing squash was on the side for fun, but the primary sport that was very accessible at the time was football. So I grew up playing football since the age of 6 or 7. Wow. And I've played it since then, now well into my adult life. So it's something that's been a part of my life for a very, very long time.
That's amazing. So how about the teamwork? I mean, when we've seen you addressing to the teammates, that was so exciting. When we were actually watching, we were feeling the thrill that was there, when you were talking to them. So were they responded you as a captain up to the mark and the way you were expecting, or you still see that we could actually win this match? How you see the overall team performance in this particular match?
Yeah, so I think from the first whistle, I don't think either of us on the field, the girls sitting on the side, the coaching staff, I don't think anyone doubted our ability for a second. I think that you could see on the pitch, if you watch the game, everyone's playing for each other. We're playing for our country. We did not stop until the final whistle. We even created 3 or 4 chances in the 92nd minute.
So what was the game plan actually? Were you guys had a plan in mind to attack Saudis, or you were just there that we just have to defend the match? In fact, I mean, these are 2 different strategies. First, when you're attacking someone, another is like to just keep a level playing field. So what was the strategy in your mind being the captain?
Gee, the strategy for the whole tournament was that we're going to take the game to every single team. We're not going to sit back. We're going to play an attacking style of football. We're going to try to be able to build our identity as a team, set the foundation for our team, and that came from the coaching staff. So the entire tournament, you will see that we really did our best to play attacking football, good football, and play for our country.
True,
you absolutely did an amazing job. Tell us about the other players who you think key players of your team.
So I think every single girl in that team, on that roster, played a pivotal part in the entire camp, in the entire tournament. Every single player that came on, you know, whether it was the starting 11, whether it was the girl that came on in the 90th minute, every single girl made an impact, and a positive impact. And I think something that people forget to celebrate is a lot of these girls represented Pakistan for the very first time.
It's such a ray of hope, the kind of performance you guys have given, and we can somehow have a hope for the future that we can see our team playing maybe the FIFA World Cup or something, you know, the big title, the other international trophies as well. But we'd like to know the actual status from the captain of our national team. Where do we stand in women football, and do we have the structure that actually supports the international kind of standards of this game, and in future can we see our women playing internationally?
Yeah, so right now the domestic scene for women's football is currently being worked on by the Federation. They're doing a really good job of putting a strategy in place to be able to help develop the domestic talent, because the key that needs to happen is our girls are the players that you saw in this tournament and were a part of this tournament. We need to be playing 11-a-side football on a regular basis and have access to a league, have access to training. So again, that's something that's currently undergoing strategy-wise. So inshallah, we'll be able to see that soon and hopefully have a sustainable structure for women's football in the country.
Inshallah. As you said that there are not sufficient facilities right now, what do you think, what kind of, how the government or the federation can accommodate you regarding the facilities and the playing fields regarding your football practices and all?
No, so I think given the resources that we have, I think, you know, the Federation and the Normalization Committee have done an excellent job giving us access to the best that the country has to offer. So I think, again, it's not that we don't have the resources or we don't have access, it's just we need time, right? And we need time to be able to build a strong foundation.
Lovely.
All right, that's really great. So in the end, if you like to give any kind of message or suggestion to the upcoming players who are actually interested to play for Pakistan, and we'd be glad if you even speak something in Pashto, your mother language.
That would be great.
That'd be great.
Ji say so. So I'll say it in English and then I'll translate it over to Pashto. So I think for me, regardless of what sport or, you know, even if it's not sports, just find something you're passionate about and work hard. Because if you work hard, things will happen and you will get noticed. So, tol jinake alakan tawem che sapedaka chista khwakhwi o ziadkar oka khakar oka o inshallah khode bade khayal sati.
Khaji.
Inshallah. Oh, nice.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's a pleasure talking to you and wish you all the best for your future. बहुत अच्छा लगा हमें, and the magical goal, मैंने तो इसको magical goal कहा है. I think पाकिस्तान की हिस्ट्री में, ख़वातीन के फुटबॉल की हिस्ट्री में हम हमेशा इसको याद रखेंगे.
हमारे साथ थी. Thank you very much for your time. बहुत अच्छा लगा and wish you very best of luck for your future. Women football team की जो representation है वो बहुत अब register होना शुरू हो गई है, and that's the best part कि हमारी लड़कियाँ इतना अच्छा फुटबॉल खेल रही हैं. मुख्तलिफ इलाकों से आ रही हूँ, as Maria said, कि बहुत सारी ऐसी लड़कियाँ थी जिनकी पहली बार किसी इंटरनेशनल मैच के अंदर रिप्रेजेंटेशन थी. तो इससे अच्छी बेहतर क्या हो सकती है बात.
में बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है इंटरनेशनल वेन्यू के ऊपर जाके फिर होम ग्राउंड उनका वहाँ पे खेलना और बहुत अच्छा खेलना मेरे ख्याल में बहुत ज़्यादा अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए. और हम मुस्तकबिल में उम्मीद कर सकते हैं कि पाकिस्तान का मुस्तकबिल रोशन है. मारिया सेड हमें सिर्फ टाइम चाहिए, वक्त के साथ हम इसको इस्टेब्लिश कर लेंगे इंशाल्लाह.